Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the StarLadder Minor Qualifiers here, kicking things off for the North American region here on our B-Stream. I am the Eternal J. I'll be taking you through today's proceedings, our 3 best-of-3s that we have today. There's supposed to be 4, but we had a forfeit earlier on, for those of you who might not be aware. So technically, we've already found our first team in the play-ins in the form of Furia. Pega's Advantage opting not to play their opening match for this bracket, but I think they'll have a second chance in the lower bracket regardless. That's another story for another day, though. Obviously, it's not the match that we're looking at today. This first match that we'll have is Lazarus versus Envy, a match that could well go down to the wire, if I do say so myself. I think a lot of people expected to do so as well. The odds have been ever even. No team particularly taking a favour. No team really winning things out. I think the map pulls and the vetoes also balance things out to be quite the even affair from my perspective. Mirage is our first map. And this one was picked by Lazarus. Envy picking out Nuke, and Train will be the third one. And again, just based off those the 2 teams' vetoes in the last few months, and the 2 teams' map pools in the last few months, how things have worked out, I think this veto has proven itself to be quite the close affair, potentially. Again, I'm excited to see this one play out as our opening match. Envy will start things off on CT side. Smoke and Defuse for Som. Got a Flash and a Molotov for Android. As we get ready to kick things off here. A quick kick coming out from the Lazarus side, it seems. Not going to waste any moment of time. Here on the pistol round, the first bit of utility down. The USP is going out towards the underpass. Will leave A site pretty opened up. The player pushing up towards the mid position is Sonic. Will try to see if he can wrap back in and get some sort of control, but spotted out by Tens as he taps on through and does early damage. No frags just yet, so he's going to have the first second. Not quite the third headshot. Zelsis comes back around and deals with him. And now Nifty up the face, trying to deny that bomb plant through the smoke. Not going to happen. It will go down, but Android there with a response. Deals with Zelsis out to the jungle area. FNS last man standing as all his teammates have been picked apart by the USPs. And Envy will take the pistol with a particularly confident retake. Bit of a gamble going out towards the mid position and particularly looking to the apartments, but Lazarus couldn't quite hold on to the bomb site, so Envy with a nice confident start here in the first map. Way they want things to go as well. It's been a bit of a middling success in terms of their own past few months. They've had some victories against Complexity, in particular 25-22 is one of the more famous ones in the North American qualifier for DreamHack Dallas. Also losses to Cloud9 and Furia in the online seasons of Pro League and the ESL 1 qualifiers respectively. So they want to get a good start, hit the ground running for this particular map, trying to see if they can get an early lead. They take Lazarus' map pick, obviously. That's going to be a massive pickup for the MV side. For the moment, they are going to play with the rifle buys versus the force buy for Lazarus. They did get the bomb plant, so it's expected that they would get AKs out here. Scouts in for 10s. They could have gone for the eco and then the full-blown full buy up in the next round, but also realizing that Envy will be investing, so a few rounds to be made above the money for the Lazarus side. Play out the defaults, no real major amount of control. Just piece of information being gathered across the default line. No kills, no damage. Very slow round coming in from Lazarus. And Scout on 10s looking on towards the gap. Got the cross from the ramp position. No CT spotted again. Very passive along the CT line. Got one player in dark, one player at danger, and a third going to rotate in from CT to defend the bomb site. And it looks like Envy got some information or something. Ready to defend against it, and indeed they will be right about this stack up. Nifty first casualty. Som will trade. Zelsis trades back. Sonic keeps it at 3 versus 3. And flashbangs will go over, trying to see if they can keep him blind. And Molotov's down to the ticket booth as another player rotates into CT, and Andrew makes his way up to jungle. 10's down at 5 HP as FNS is down to nothing. Android with a flank coming in from jungle, deals with him. I don't think they spotted 10's, but low points of HP, just these scout shots. Oh, Sonic, that's not good. 2 versus 2, they can still turn around. Both CTs are known to the last man. Zelsis takes out the high HP player and the low HP man of Sonic, facing up 2 kills with Zelsis on for the 3k, and Sonic blunders his way out of Envy's second round. Oh no. That definitely should not have gone down that way, that's to say the least. Early force buy will work out well for Lazarus. AK's in AUG, Mac 10 UMP, and a Galil. There's a force bought pistols at the CT side. Deagle's in. Kevlar brought down. Scout on Som, and that's all she wrote, essentially, for this round for Envy again. Big blunder from that last round. Not only cost them the round, but might well cost them this one here. Lazarus in full control, playing up the passive defaults once again. Bit more active, get down towards bottom mid, and I think it's in the sniper's nest as well. Yes, the bros are testing sniper's nest. Not quite in there, but nading on Sonic Molotovs to force him back out, doing early damage, low HP. Burst in from the Mac 10 of FNS, spots out Android back in the apartments and forces him back off position as well. A little under a minute for Lazarus to make their execution happen. Looking like they're going to favour over the B-bomb site. They have that mid control and cat control, and Smokes down will make sure no one can peek in from Connector. Take him down. Small gap for Zelsis to work with, but he doesn't act upon it. Instead looks on Sonic and takes him out, finally finishing the job. His teammates started. Android back on the bomb site, trying to do damage to Sabrosa. In the end, Infinite will fall down to Fugly. Fugly is traded back though on the bomb site again. Kills going in favour of Lazarus, as the firepower is too much to handle for the pistols. 40 seconds to the retake, and Nifty CZ in hand, 1v4. And the Acton FNS wants his money. He may well just get it. In fact, actually, maybe Sabrosa might be able to take him down instead. Bottom line is that Nifty's not getting out of this one. He's not going to be able to get this round. And probably not be able to get a frag. Indeed, he doesn't. 10s. Galil spray, headshot landed. 2 rounds for Lazarus as they take the lead early on in this one. And again, all down to the blunders. All down to Envy making some crucial mistakes. Because yes, that force buy round certainly could have gotten something on the board. That certainly could have pushed a bit more out of Lazarus. But it all came down to one real misplay, and that's put them in this position where right now they stand in the lead against the eco of Envy. Mac 10's still in play for FNS, should be able to clean house against Envy players as they rush towards him, but that's so can the rest of the rifles, so it's going to be a standard anti-eco for Lazarus. Stack in over to the A bomb site, and FNS actually is playing pretty perfectly around this here. He's the only man lurking over here. 4 players ready to receive him if he does poke out, or stack in towards him again. That Mac 10 should be able to farm up the simple headshots with no head Kevlar on any of the CT forces. Molotov's in, the T's do hit towards A, should be an easy enough take here. Zelsis might get overwhelmed by the bullets coming through from the CT forces. In the crossfire from Som and Android does come up to a kill. Som holding back at dark with his other teammate on firebox area. Infinite will isolate 1, FNS gets the second man, and Nifty. Only 1 frag will be found here for the CT side. FNS, I don't think he's going to get to this rifle in time, so they do lose an AK for their trouble, but in the end, that reinvestment should come through. The money line is built for Lazarus, and now Envy will have to try and stop that. AUG's coming in for all 5 players. Smokes in on all 5 players. A double flash for Som as well to back that all up. So very limited utility set for Envy, but they have got the firepower going. Still stuck in Asia mode, becoming all the minor qualifiers as of late, so do bear with me. Be making mistakes left, right, and centre today. Sonic naded up, taps on taps from Infinite, takes out Som to kick things off in the underpass position. Dominated by Lazarus as they get that secondary kill. Nifty, Fugly, and Android suddenly no mid control available for them. In fact, Nifty's completely isolated on the A bomb site. Could get wrapped in upon. Lazarus taking this one a little bit slowly, not gonna Over peeking towards the A bomb site and potentially get shut down from the short control. There is no short control from Envy, and there's no B site control at all, so play the default long enough, and if TenZ continues to aggress down the apartments, they will get the info out, and when the hit comes through, they'll be completely uncontested for the execute. 3 players looking over here with bomb still up top mid, looking like it's going to get picked up by FNS and probably rotated in with the main T-side force. Looks like the most likely play here would be the B hit. 50 seconds for Lazarus to decide on that front whether they want to rotate towards A. It's got a bit of aggression coming in from Nifty, so if he's a bit quick to the call, might be able to catch off the bomb planter. Meanwhile, Zelsis strikes over on the A bomb, so isolating one frag on Android, peeking in from Palace. Nifty going to make a lot of noise as well, and Zelsis is known to the CT forces. Nifty not quite known to Zelsis, so he'll take that frag back, but Lazarus going to strike towards B bomb site. The bomb plant will be secured, and I have a doubt that a 2v4 retake will work out for Envy. I felt he would get one exit frag, but Nifty's rushing out towards the T-spawn, caught off by Sabrosa. Second phase gets the double kill, gets the fourth man down. And FNS will find the last. There you go. Easy stuff so far from Lazarus here, as the pistol going in favour of Envy is not followed up upon thus far for the CT side. They're back down to Eco. Another anti-eco will come through for Lazarus here. CZ's only to contest. AK should be able to overwhelm the CT forces as utility players go in towards the A bomb site. Son close on default. FNS wraps back up, sprays him down, and gets the opening kill for the T side as expected. Push coming from Sonic, also completely alone. TenZ are going to deal with him. The USP of Nifty spotting out ahead of the one man. Does double dink on Zelsis, but traded back by Infinite all the same. Andrew comes up with a kill. TenZ turns it back, leaving it all to Andrew, last man standing. And indeed, it will be 3 players alive. Key thing to know that FNS, TenZ, and Sabrosa are the only ones that are consistently staying alive for Lazarus in these rounds. 2 deaths thus far on each of those individuals, and Envy now sit on max loss bonus to put a few more on the board. Double up set up in play for Nifty and Sonic. Let's see where these rifles go. Nifty over to mid, it seems. Sonic over on A. And yeah, mid control coming out of the early drop down aggression. Will Nifty be able to get the opening kill though? Apparently not. Instead, Sabrosa are going to get down from around the pass. Knows that Som's in this corner. Or not, actually. And they will go actually deep into the sniper's nest area and not bounce off the wall. I would have thought he would have bounced it off the wall, but information probably not gained. Meanwhile, FNS nade in, doing damage to Fugly and Android, trying to force them off the boost spot, but they're just going to continue to commit to this. Prozarima giving up his info. Smokes down, will not allow Som to peek. Nifty catching off a small gap in that connector smoke. Might be able to catch off Sabrosa instead. Sabrosa will deal with Fugly, and Som also marked off by Zelsis. 2 kills untraded again. Nifty also turned on towards, just gets away alive with 12 HP of his health. But TenZ deals with his backup. Sabrosa catches him close range. And what looks to be a clean round from Lazarus may well go their way. Android, last man standing, does spray down on Zelsis. Does take at least 1 frag for consolation, but such a nice hit coming through with the mid control established by Lazarus. The kills completely untraded by Envy. And Infinite sprays down the last. 6-1. Lazarus looking good. Looking really good on T side. Question is, when was the tactical timeout come through for the boys over on Envy? When do they decide that enough's enough and they can't keep losing rounds? Apparently not this one. They might call it in the next one, though, where they will have some rifles out to play with. Deagle, CZs, P250s and everything in for the moment, and Sabrosa out with the AUG. Spots Sonic. Doesn't quite take him down, but the nade's in over towards the ladder room, and the Molotovs will keep him from pushing back over. Lazarus even keeping Sonic's options completely limited out here. Can't go back down the ladder, can't go through to the scaffolding. We'll pop it open, and they'd... Oh, perfectly placed from FNS. Could just sort of see it from Sonic as well, how he was just like, well, I'm dead, GG. The only way of avoiding that death would have been to push forward straight into the clutches of the T-side spray, so he was a goner. Backstab coming in from Nifty and Fugly could get some info, potentially could wrap back in against Lazarus if they continue to push down towards the top mid position, but I say that. The T's get into Connector, covering themselves off from the backstab. Ten's also holding back in Palace. Molotov in, make sure that one particular choke angle is suppressed. Android and Som coming in. Eventually, Nifty and Fugly will get here towards Connector, and he may still be able to do some damage. AWP is L6, turns on for the frag, and PG50 still out. Sabrosa will cover off Nifty. Som also going down. He's at all to Android. 1 versus 5. As Lazarus look to concede no more here. Seven to 1 on the T-side board, and this is looking pretty dire from Envy. I expected this one to be a close map. Apparently I was wrong. And finally the pause will get called. This is officially a technical pause. Or not. There you go. Doing it right. It's 2 different pauses, and a lot of teams actually made the mistake so far in this minor qualifier circle. To pause in the wrong command. They're voting for their first tactical. Makes sense for Envy right now. Currently suffering to the immense T-side force of Lazarus. Doing fantastically. He's immediately up from the Lazarus side, go into the very aggressive defaults this time. Infinite with smokes and Molotovs out towards the apartments area. Double up still coming out from Envy to try and take an opening kill. And very passive lines coming out, especially from the likes of Sonic, as he doesn't really aggress too far forward on towards the CT spawn. Bit of aggression coming in from the... I was going to say from the likes of Som, but immediately Lazarus turn around the nades as I say it. I'm going to gather the default, got that information out, and so now the one man of the CT side is dead and buried up towards top mid. A second player will fall in the form of Lazarus, though, Sonic with a throwback to 4 versus 4, so a little something coming in. Turn around from the NV side as the bomb gets picked up by FNS and rotates back towards top mid to join his teammates. Nifty with the AWP up ready. Tap down the likes of Sabrosa. He does take him back. Envy finally with a man advantage. 10 seconds left for the bomb to make his way to the bomb site. If he gets this second kill, he might just turn it on for the third. Not quite. But the AWP and Sonic will cut off the backstab from Tens. The bomb will get planted by Infinite, but a 1 versus 4 retake. And Android will take him down instead. So there you go. Tactical does work for Envy. Is some slight advanced angles from the likes of Som. Didn't quite go the way that the Envy squad wanted to play it out, but the trade frags were finally there this time. They were able to turn it to a man advantage, and the retake was also pretty good. Now Lazarus stand to start conceding some rounds. There's plenty of money built up by the teams, means that the AKs, the Kriegs, can come into the fold for the Lazarus boys. FNS moving up with the AK. Setting up the early utility. Lazarus going to take it back to basics. Set, execute towards the A bomb site. And Smokes will go down from Stomp to try and stall it for a couple more seconds. And it looks like he will be successful in doing so. But Lazarus not breaking up their line. 2 players also on the B apartments positions. Going to wait up, potentially lurk around or go towards underpass for the split. That certainly could be a plausibility indeed. Utility coming down to connect us. Jungle, stairs, Zelsis. First frag on Sonic. Android turning around for 2 more in the mid position. He's completely up top mid and 10s, and Zelsis have no idea. They get sprayed down. Double kill for Android. Will force Lazarus to put that bomb back over at the B apartments area. We hear the footsteps coming in, turn around for the kill, but Android's now got bomb information. So they've got to decide whether they want to continue to commit towards A. FNS is here. He does spray up. He does take down Fugly, but some towards Dark. Gets traded back by Sabrosa. So nifty last one here. 14 HP Molotov. Gonna push him back. He still holds the cross, and there are no smokes for the T-side to put down. If he isolates these 1v1s, the trades have got to be good from Lazarus. They have to get a shot off against him. And time is of the essence. If they're not giving any info, it starts to peak up, starts to get a bit more of an advanced angle, considering the idea that maybe they may have gone to B or mid. Making the footstep, then now the Lazarus side know exactly where he is, and they're probably going to realize where he's going right now. 15 seconds as Sabrosa slowly but surely challenges around the corner, checks out the jungle area, and gives infinite permission to plant. Open for danger. That could be very dangerous, but nifty. Not in position towards short. Up for the retake. 1v2 again. The AWP not ideal. Fire away for the first shot, but in the end, it's like, nope, I'm out. Get some utility, get back towards underpass, get towards the B apartments, and concede round 8 to Lazarus. Quite surprising they're doing this well, considering that they've got 2 stand-ins for their lineup. I thought they'd do good. I didn't think they'd do this good, and apparently I'm very, very wrong about that factor. Again, Envy struggle hardcore so far in this first half. Orps in, AUG's back out. The AKs will come through for the T side once again. Envy trying to find their way back into this one, and Sonic will open things up towards mid. Take out FNS, but meanwhile a push coming in towards Palace. Dealt with by Nifty as he gets 2. Falls right back towards Dark, but not for long. Zelsis trades it to the man advantage of Envy. 3 on 2. Sabrosa continuing to face out towards Connector. He's held this control so far so successfully. Molotovs to keep Sonic at bay. Will burn it to 68. Sabrosa here to cut off the rotations. The bomb, safest place to get planted here is on default. No face around the corner, and Sabrosa with the Krieg. Hearing a couple of footsteps, should be able to read on the fact that there's at least 1 player out here. Android, utility out, headshot landed, second spray on Foggy, doesn't quite connect the kill, but does do damage. The trades are good, but Lazarus need a bit more. Sonic creeping up towards CT. They have no idea he's here. The Molotov will force Ugly forward. Sonic takes down Zelsis, and then 1 versus 1 now. Nading against Sonic will do a lot of damage, but Sabrosa will not get the kill as he gets back out to a different position, spots the angle, and takes the headshot. Sabrosa with 3, and Lazarus with 9 on the board. Great off-angle played. Another tactical timeout will be called by Envy. You've got to give credit to Sabrosa in that one. Very, very difficult position to play, considering he was pressured up by 2 players and then had to turn on towards that 3rd kill. Beautiful movements from him. And they're going to continue the dominating streak from Lazarus. Flashes in from Envy to start things off with aggression coming in towards the ramp position. Sonic, SMG out. Smoke's all going down to get a bit more cover, trying to look above that particular position on the boost spot for Lazarus. Catch off any T-side players playing the advanced angle, but they're being very passive about the A-site control. B-site, on the other hand, aggression coming in from both sides, but a bit more from the CT side. You can see how far pushed up Fugly really is. Only man with the defuse kit as well, so if he goes down, there's going to be a lot of time lost for Envy. Ignore that. That was definitely your Discord. It definitely was not mine. I definitely did have streamer mode on. Tens and FNS moving in over to the apartments. Nades trying to see if they can keep them suppressed. And Lazarus are playing a bit more scared in this one. Trying to get the kills. Zelsa's trying to play off the forward position here towards short. Gets in and takes out Nifty. Finally kicks things off for the T side. But 40 seconds left to go before the hit hash to come through. Sabrosa splitting out one. Places around the second man. Not quite. A little bit awkward crosshair placement. Spray lined up for Sonic, but not for Som. FNS still in towards the connector area, ready for the trade back, and Andrew going to face up the AWP, will catch him off guard. 2 kills for Zelsis, now isolating either CT player. So a 1vx scenario for all intents and purposes. Fugly, close range on the bomb site. They're going to take their time with this one. If he just plays carefully, oh, he can knife him in, but no, he fades up, does damage, does drop that bomb. 10 seconds remaining though, and the last man coming in from the apartments. Som, can he get there in time though? He's playing it slowly. Go for the retake, 1v3, and unfortunately it's not going to happen with Zelsis lining up 3 kills on the AWP. Gets the double digits for Lazarus, and they are looking great. Looking absolutely great here on Mirage. And again, surprisingly so. This first map, I did think that Lazarus would probably take the victory, but again, I thought Envy would throw up a fight. You know, they've had some close maps against some top North American teams. Same could be said for Lazarus, but not quite to the extent of going to an overtime against Complexity. In fact, they also faced off against Complexity in the North American ESL 1 qualifiers, and they got beaten 16-11. I think Envy crumble like this. Certainly a surprising turn of events at this stage. The Eagles out, UMP for Som here on round 13. Smokes down, Sonic will face up the sprays, order for FNS, he can't quite take him down. Sonic will just creep out of the way. No, a small gap at the left-hand side. Nicely played from Zelsis. Could have smoked up the entire position, but in the end, playing it carefully. Playing it smartly. Nifty meanwhile on the A bomb site. Finally frags back for the CT forces. Turns on for the first, not the second. Sabrosa back on the B bomb site. We'll look for Somas Fugly to get a trade, but in the end they lose the man advantage. And the bomb, 15 seconds. Oh no, hold the phone. Andrew with a deagle shot. He's just got to stay alive. Grab the AWP, 10 seconds remaining in Infinite. And Sabrosa, they're hunting him down. He gets a secondary frag, but the trade comes through from Infinite and Envy. No idea the bomb wasn't even on the back of a T-side player. 10 seconds, bomb in T-spawn, and eventually the kills went to Lazarus. A very dangerous round to play, but they still made it work. Forcing the panic from the Envy side, and in the end, Android with 2 good picks doing damage to the T-side line, but damage not what Envy need. Lazarus have full money to invest into the next round, into the final round and a half, regardless of the results of this one. And a quick kick coming through now, straight up rush from the AKs. Infinite straight in, spray down Infinite off shot will ring true from the likes of Sonic. As Sonic trades right back, sprays in against Android. Will deal with him to the 2-for-1, and then Nathan Sabrosa deals with 1. Sonic trading back again. He'll get taken out by Sabrosa. 2 kills to his name in this round, and Zorda tends to finish off the job. Fast hit from Lazarus, even that's looking good as this T-side looks to take full control in our first map of the series. There's still a second half to go, but it might not be much of a half at all if Envy keep playing like this, especially on T side. A double ops coming in from Celsius and Tens. I imagine this is to open up an opening pick towards A site. Yep. Tens good spawn. AWP up facing first. Will he get there in time? Smokes, Molotovs down. Good shot to kick things off. And Sonic, first casualty of the round. Oh, gets traded back immediately for an AUG. Aggression coming in from Nifty. Oh, spots FNS, but awkward timing on his face up. They now know that there's at least one T-side player there for Envy, but is it enough to justify this three-man stack? Personally, I'd say not, but gonna go for it anyway, and FNS will dismantle it regardless. 2 kills to his name, Fugly and Nifty down. Song facing all the same of his own right, and will just about get the pick for Celsius there with the trade back on the AWP. An Android 1v4. No way he's getting this one. A 13-2 for Lazarus. From the word go, they've not let Envy get a single confident stance on this CT side. And again, for a team that have 2 stand-ins, that's not that terrible. That's actually really, really surprising. Double flash and smoke for Android, single flash smoke and P250 on Nifty. The A-site execution coming in quick out from Envy. Only one player to defend it. FNS here with a smoke diffuse on the CT side, and will tap his way on to get some tag damage done to Fugly, but no real kills. Blind shots on the P2K from Saprosa. Does connect to Nifty in the end, and almost connects to the next man of Sonic. 2 players push out towards Jungle. They will get spotted as Saprosa cuts off yet another headshot. Tens and Zelsis dealt with the 3v3 scenario. Infinite and FNS push in. Isolate Android, drop that bomb for a second time in this round. And Fugly will wrap back into the backstab of Saprosa here, and Connector gets that headshot back to evens. We will go one more time. Infinite watching cross smokes down to keep him suppressed. The CTs have full bomb control, so therefore they have control of the pistol. Can they turn it to their favor? Sonic, USP looking in, out towards CT spawn. Fugly looking to join him. Glock in hand on his part. And Infinite eventually expect this turns around headshot to be landed against 2 players. Will spot them both, so calling back from FNS and eventually take out Sonic for a second kill, almost for the third. Indeed, he lands it on Fugly. 3 kills for him, 14 for Lazarus. Another confident round going their way on the pistol of the CT side. And Envy, you got 2 more tactical pauses. You might as well use them at this stage because you kind of need to throw everything you have at the wall. Probably going to be a forced buyout from this T side. Eagles up from Fugly. Actually, they are going to play for overtime at this one. This is probably a futile effort, I'm not going to lie. This burst in from FNS kicks things off against Fugly. Rush coming out towards the palace area. Good nade. Is actually going to land a bit short there from FNS. Infinite's there to back up his buddy. Take out one more man. Deal with the second player of Nifty. FNS gets Andrew. The bomb plant not even going to get secured. Lazarus 15-2. 13 rounds for Envy to come back into overtime here on map 1. And it was Lazarus's pick, so it's not too surprising that they were able to win this one. But again, this dominantly. AK's coming out for all 5 limited utility sets and AUGs on 3 individuals for the Lazarus squad. Aggression will come in from Sabrosa, ready to take out any of the mid faces from the T side, but small little bits of map aggression coming in from Lazarus that will not yield a kill as of right now. Envy playing so passive and so carefully, even watching out for backstabs that may or may not be likely. Flashes and utility over. Nifty ready to face up. Sabrosa here alongside FNS. Burst on the first and the second. FNS going to swing up for the triple kill, and just like that, Lazarus take easy control of the mid face. Android and Som, last two players standing, and Som spotted out towards ramp. Bomb out in mid, scrap from Android. Does take down one quick frag, but again, Bomb is in full CT control, straight up that top mid position. Backstabs are coming in from Android as he taps to Sabrosa. Zelsis does go for it to Summon. He's isolating one quick kill. Android gets another back to 2 versus 2. Hold the phone. FNS making his way in through the apartments. Not spotting Android just yet, but does get the spray. And Som, last man that remains. Spotted out on the cross, 30 seconds. Got to get both of these kills now. Flashbangs and he evades one. Trying to tap on the Sabrosa's head. And secondary flashbang coming over does not quite land all the same. And Lazarus at this point just have to fall back. Know that they've got the bomb control towards top mid, and Som spots FNS on the boost spot, trying to get this kill. He does get it back. 1v1 scenario, triple kill clutch. 10 seconds, Som's got to get the kill on Sabrosa, has no idea where he is, and Sabrosa will land the headshot. 16-2. 16-2. What a dominant performance. And again, very unexpected, very, very unexpected from Lazarus. I thought they'd win the map. I did not think they'd go that far to winning it. Their pick out of the way. Nuke is up next for Envy. And while it is Nuke, that first map does not give us any good signs. We're going to go to a short break, and when we come back, it will be our second map of our first best of 3 of the day. Do not go anywhere.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.